A key code and convention in short films is the use of dramatic music. I use dramatic music to create tension, build atmosphere, and build the piece to a climax, in moments such as well as a voiceover is another key code and convention in short films, also used to create a dramatic effect.
When you fall asleep, you are unaware of sleeping until you awake. During those missing hours, a whole other world comes alive. Welcome to the night shift.
I developed the idea of a voiceover for my character. Instead of narrating the story, he talks in third person to himself, in moments such as I also used a black and white effect to symbolise the past, or a flashback. Again, I developed this idea, for instead of making the flashback a long scene, I used a single frame in black and white to pop up. As well as using and developing codes and conventions of short films, I also challenged them. For example, I challenged the idea of the use of dramatic music, because usually it fits the mood of what is going on. For example, although I did that myself, I also juxtaposed the music in the video. For example, I would play cheerful music during a scene of madness, as well as the uplifting piece I used in the beginning during the final scene of my character's life. I also decided to challenge the convention of keeping to the 180-degree rule. This is a rule which is created by cinematographers, so it doesn't confuse the audience when they watch the film. I decided to break this in order to give my audience a sense of disorientation that my character was experiencing at the time. I did this in scenes such as I felt that it was a very effective way of creating confusion within the audience and thus getting them to relate to my character. I used, developed and challenged codes and conventions of short film posters in my own product. Perhaps most obviously, I put the credentials of the director and the cast at the bottom of the poster. These can be seen in many posters, short films and feature films. I also used the convention of making sure there was a real tease in my poster. It creates an enigma and makes the audience wonder what it is and how it relates to the narrative of the story. This is very common in teaser posters in short films, for example in this one. I developed the idea of using a close-up shot in my teaser poster. They're often used in teaser posters as part of a package, but I decided to feature my whole poster around this close-up. This is because not only is the watch a key part of my short film, but it also has a semantic field of pressure behind it. Time is running out, time is always against us, as the character in my film says. Perhaps the poster's simplicity is another idea I expanded on from short film posters. In my short film there is no tagline or strapline, there is simply the title, a few cast names and the image. The sheer simplicity also mirrors the character's mind and his life. His life is monotonous and empty, much like the poster. Hopefully once the audience have seen the film, they will be able to relate back to the poster, and before they've seen the film, they are wondering what the poster entails, and what the film will be about. Although this is used by some short film posters, I feel I've truly expanded upon this idea and pushed it to its limit. Since the growth of the digital age and the rise of digital natives, and as David Gauntlet points out in Web 2.0, making is connecting. Twitter is a form of this connecting, therefore I've decided to focus my marketing as an online presence. I did this by adding a website address and also a Twitter hashtag, Curtain Call. This also means that when people are watching the film, they can hashtag Curtain Call and then talk about it on Twitter with their friends and family. This means that I'm challenging the convention of basic print marketing, for I'm focusing my advertising on an online presence, which I don't believe has been done before for short films.